Okay, we can continue. During the break, I shared the agenda and the presentation. I just gone through. So if you missed something, you can check it. Check it now or later, as you want. So for now, let's, as it stays in agenda, we will start with our remote hosting service, and we will, as I said, we'll do it in Bitbucket. You can check the link in the presentation. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. Yeah, I already signed in here. So let me log out. So you can easily register here. I think that should be very easy, because you can just simply log in using your Google account or Microsoft or even Apple account. So I will continue with my Google account. You may be asked to do some basic registration steps. I hope they won't be complicated. Yeah. They're normally not complicated, so you can easily create your account here. So now you have this Bitbucket account, and here what do we have? We have projects and we have repositories. We have recent repositories here. These are remote repositories, or the repositories created by you, and also the repositories shared by someone else. I have some repositories shared by previous participants, so all of them are available here. For now, let's start with our for you at the moment, as I said already today, for now you don't need to repeat all these steps. You will have the time at the end of the lesson. As I said, 1 hour. You will have to just to do all these things, and for now you can just simply take a look how it is done and then repeat all these steps. And also these steps will be, most of them will be described in the Word file. In case you need more explanation, I will provide it to you. So if you have any problems, then please ask. For now, let's create. We need to create new workspace. I already have workspace, so I can create new one. So this will be Java-13. I won't keep it private because I want to give an access to you, but if I don't keep it private, it would be easier for you to access these repositories. So for now I have my workspace, and I can create first project. First project here. The project here is not the same as the project in Eclipse or IntelliJ, so this is a different thing from Bitbucket points of view. So here we can have Java project. In case it's generated automatically. Again, I don't want it to be private. I can add some description here. No, that's just the workspace. It's just for you only need to create workspace. Yeah, that's true. But you will need to create your own workspace, so you can give the name, meaningful name for it. as you want. Yeah. The name should not be the same. This is just to create it, just to have meaningful name. The same for the project, and you don't need to have the same name. It's just these are just titles for all these things. Yeah. And no, as I said, you don't need to keep it private, because this will be if you don't keep it private, then it would be easier for you to share these repositories with other colleagues. And so then we can add some description and create the project. So for now we have the project, and here we can create a new repository. Yeah, it's already suggesting us to create it. We can create it from here, but normally we create it from the website here. And here we can see we select workspace. Yeah, if you have multiple workspace, you can select workspace and then you select the project. That's why I created workspace and I created project, because without the workspace and without the project you cannot create a new repository. But in fact we need the repository. Yeah, we'll start with test git. This will be the test repository for us to, for me just to demonstrate to you how to proceed with the repository. And what you see here include readme file or no. We will select no, because I don't want to have any files, and that's why I also don't need to have the file gitignore. Gitignore, this is the file you will see in practically all the Git repositories. If it's local repository or remote repository, this file is actually everywhere. Why do we need it? To ignore the file which don't need to be pushed or don't need to be pushed into repository. This gitignore file makes it more simple to work with repository. But I don't create it here because I just want to have a simple empty repository, and then I will push the changes from my local repository, from my local project, to this repository. So I create repository, and this will be empty repository. So for now I have remote repository. This is remote repository. At the moment there is no content here. Also you can see some suggestions here. You can create a readme file, create gitignore. At the moment we don't want to have anything, and the next step for us, so at the moment we have remote repository, we set up Bitbucket, so everything is fine here, and the next step is to download and install Git. You can search it in Google. I also have the link. I will share the link with you a bit later. But you can download this Git tool from this Git website. I already have it on my computer, so please download it from here and just do the basic setup. It should not be complicated. In case you have any issues with the setup, please let me know. But that's just a simple download. And at the end you will have two things. Yeah, maybe if we go to our Eclipse workspace. As you remember, this is the one we had instead. So this is our projects, and from here we can see that at the moment we have these two. If we press right click, and it doesn't matter if we press it here or basically, as I said, Git can be used for any folder on your computer. It doesn't matter if it's Java or it can be whatever you want. So as example here, will work with Java projects. So if you type right click, you will see these options: Git user interface and Git bash. Git bash, this is the console where we can put our Git commands. And we'll do it a little bit later if we have time today. But yeah, if you install Git, you will have Git on your computer. Yeah, this is about Git installation. And the next step is, as I said, we will mostly not work with the console. We're not using the Git bash console, but we will use Eclipse built-in tool. I already have some things here. You will also see the guideline on this Git tool. The link to the guideline for some features of this tool. What this tool is, if we go to help and Eclipse market space, then from here we have this pop-up with all the things to be downloaded for Eclipse. Just let it load a bit, and then if you search for Git, you will see this Git tool, which is basically the tool which will help us working with Git in Eclipse. Yeah, in theory we can do everything using this Git bash, but if you use Git, this will be much easier to proceed with Git with version control. Alright, so I already installed it. That should not be complicated to install. You can just press install and follow all the steps mentioned there. No. Okay, so you install it from here, or you can use web link, which I also share with you. Then, so you install this tool, and now you can work with Git on your Eclipse. About IntelliJ, for those who work in IntelliJ, don't worry. I will also share the information with you how to do it. I will show how to do it in Eclipse. Install program with min-tty. Which program do you mean? I mean you mean in Git? No, in Git is just those who use Windows. Just press download and you will have this download file here. Is it what you asked for? Just just Windows default. I mean, for those who work with Windows, it should be fine if you can maybe try to open it again. And so we have the setup. I'll Git the site, and this will install you. I won't install it again because it's already on my computer. I can cancel it. I think it should not be the problem. As I said, you'll have time today to proceed with Git, so don't worry. At the moment, you don't need to just do all these steps right now. You'll have time a little bit later. Now, just let me show how it is. And yeah, in case you have any questions about things here, please also ask about your how you practically do it. You will have this assignment to be weighted today. Don't worry. So what actually now the Git is installed, and we can there's one setup recommended to be done. So if you press on window with the marketplace, for marketplace again go to help, Git marketplace. Basically I think I already said, but just small reminder for you. If you Eclipse has lots of different tools you can download. So you go to help, go to Eclipse marketplace, and here you can find so many different tools. You can find and use them in Eclipse. So at the moment we need just Egit. So we search for Egit. And so Egit should appear at the top. You just need to press install. This you can also download it from your web browser. It should not meant to be done from here. You will see it in your when I share with you. So now Egit is installed, and we can use our Git Git things here. As you may already noticed, I have two views related to Git here, and these are basically the views which are must-have for Git. On the website I have Git remote repositories. Again, you can open them using window, show view under, and search for Git. If you search for Git, you will actually have the full folder with the things related with the views related to Git. So this remote repository, you can select it, and Git staging. This you also need it. So now we have these views, and now we can easily proceed with our version controls. So just for the test, for the demo, let me create a new project. So the project will be test Git. Don't need to create module. So now we have the workspace, and just again, if we go to the presentation, we open the presentation. So I think that would be easier for you to be synchronized with what was taught in the presentation. So just for a moment, let me open the presentation. So, as you remember, we had this beautiful scheme, and at the moment we created this one, working copy. So this is our working copy, right? So this one is created now, and we have our local Git repository. What can we do here? When you install Git a Git tool on in your Eclipse, then you'll have this option theme when you press right click on your project. This basically everything what is located in theme section, this will be related to Git. And the first step is you can share project. Using this option theme share project, you will create a local repository under this project. So you press on share project, you press on create, and this will be the place where this local repository will be located. Local Git repository will be located. As it is suggested, you don't need to create it in inside workspace, so we can create a different folder. Git remote. Yeah, just maybe for this one, let's create a new one. Just git, and we can select this folder. So now we selected this folder, and yeah, now we can press on finish. And at the moment we created a local Git repository. From the presentation, this will be this one. Yeah. So now this working copy is this one, and remote repository is this one, and now they are connected. And the last step to be configured here is we need to connect our remote repository, our local Git repository to the remote repository. So we need to connect this one with this one. Yeah. So for now, for this we will need this link. This link, I just copy it. And here we have, and yeah, under this local repository, you have different sections. The branches, we'll talk about them a little bit later. The tags are not really needed for us. References as well. Remotes. Yeah. Under remotes, you will actually have the remote repository. In this case, this will be our repository in Bitbucket. So we press right click, create remote. Have two options: configure push, configure fetch. Differences between them are, if you select configure push, this will be related to just you have the project created on your computer, on your local repository. Then you reflect all the you push all the changes to your remote repository. In case you need to fetch something, so you have a new project, but you have the project which is already created and implemented in the remote repository, then you select fetch option. At first we will select push option. So we create it, and here we, under the change section, we can provide the URL to our remote repository. Here you can see, if you type on the link, I think that all these things should automatically be populated. Host, yeah, that's the Bitbucket repository repository path, and under username you will need to type your user from Bitbucket. I think when you create your Bitbucket account, you will see this user. I think it should not be located under personal settings. Oh no, it is. Yeah, if you have your if you go to your personal settings, then you will see the username under your Bitbucket account. Yeah, so go to your profile, go to your profile settings, and here you will see the username. And the password will be the same password when you log in into your Bitbucket account. Yeah, if you have problems with the password, let me know. I think this may be in some cases a little bit tricky thing, but yeah, the username comes from here, and the password is the same as the one which you enter to the Bitbucket. So once you can tick store and secure store, it means that this will be automatically saved, and you won't need to repeat it every time when you when you try to do some changes with this repository. So for now, I added remote repository, and I can save and push the changes. Yeah, at the moment it will not allow us to push the changes because I have nothing committed here. As you remember, if we go back to our presentation, here we have two stages. The first one is that actually three stages. Two stages before we push the changes. We add the changes done in our workspace, and then the second thing is we commit them. At the moment we haven't added the changes and we haven't committed the changes. That's why it did not allow us to push the changes. The question from Darta: save and push. At the moment, at first you can just press save. If you already, I think in our case let's just press save. You can also select save and push, but as you see in here, it did not allow me because again, as you can see, I have not committed everything. I have committed nothing. So I have just on stage changes, and these are the changes which actually are changed. So if we create a new file, just let's have a hello world file, and just a simple one. Let's even more. Create this public main method. I type some basic code here. Just to see that the changes are done, and as you can see, we have a new file here. But all these changes are unstaged. What does it mean? It means that if we commit something, actually we have nothing to commit because we have nothing staged. It means that actually we have nothing to commit, and if you just stage one file, if you stage one file, it means that only this file will be committed, and this file will not be committed. So that's these are these steps. Git add and git commit. Before we do the commit, we add file one by one, or we can add all the files as we want. But for now, we add the file, so if we press on plus, we add the file. And once we add all, we can just add all the files, and we can commit the changes. Let's do first commit. Now we can commit the changes. Now we did this step, git commit, and the last step is we can push all the changes to the remote repository. I would say, as I said, just maybe, sorry, we are now going to the questions. As I see some of you may have troubles. Again, don't worry. At the moment, right now, you don't actually need to proceed with all these steps. You, as I have it in agenda, as an agenda, we'll have an hour to do all these things with the installation and setup. So don't worry. At the moment, no one is behind. You don't need to be on the same place as I am. At the moment, I'm just having this demonstration of how it can be done, and then you will do it yourself. And here we have different options. This is the most used one, merged. And difference is that if we rebase it, will actually hardly push everything. If we use merge, then it will just merge all the commits. At the moment, for us, we can simply use merge, because we have nothing, we have no conflicts here, and you can see we can push, and you can see it is loading, and everything is fine, changes are pushed. If we go to our remote repository, we refresh it, and we should see our changes appeared here. It is loading. We have different view, and you can see we have this test Git. We have our commit, our first commit. We have source here, and here is our file with the code we just written. And the files here. So this is how we move the files from our local repository to remote repository. Again, if you now create new files, then you will just need to proceed the same way. Yeah, create a new one. Hello 2, for example. I will not write any code here. I just keep it as is. It appears on stage changes. We stage this change. We type second commit. Yeah, we can use commit and push, or just commit. This will actually means this means that just 2 steps will be done. Yeah. So basically, we'll just do both these steps together. Yeah, so we can do it. Why not? It actually means that we do commit plus push together at one operation. And if we go again here, if we go again to our remote repository, if commit and push buttons are grayed out, it means that you have nothing to commit. Yeah? As I said, for example, in my case, I have commit button grayed out. That's because I assume you have nothing in staged changes. If you have nothing in stage changes, you actually have nothing to commit. I assume that this is the reason why don't you have why you have these buttons grayed out. And also you need to type the commit message before. Yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. Again, some of you haven't managed to do it at the moment. Don't worry. You'll have the time and the ability to reach me today, so don't worry. Yes. For now, let's do the same thing, but on the opposite way. Now we can use this remote repository, and then we want to pull the changes from this remote repository. Yeah, now let's create a new project. So imagine you have the files in your remote repository and you want to work with them on your local project. So as the option, create test git pull. So I will create some hash, I don't create. And at the moment you can see that we have a new project with no files there. Alright, now let's again go to team and share project. Again, right now, as you can see from this scheme, if we go back to this scheme, you can see that we have for each working copy, for each workspace, we have a local repository. So it means that if multiple people work with the same remote repository, even in this case, you need to have multiple local repositories. So for now, imagine that again what iCommit will do. So imagine this is person A, yeah. So the person A, this is this one on the left. So this person created the project, then from the local repository pushed it into the remote repository. Then imagine that this guy is another person, this developer, and this is the developer who wants to use the remote repository created by this developer. So for now, we create a new working copy here. We create new repository, and then in the same way we also need to create the local repository. So the same way, go to team, share project, create. It doesn't really matter where our repository is. We can create it here. Again, the name doesn't really matter. Again, please make it meaningful. That will be easier for you. And now we have another local repository. So now imagine that now we are here. Yeah. And from here again, I want to connect to the remote repository. And here I select. No, first of all, let me commit the changes. So when you commit the changes, again, the changes go to local repository. They don't go to the remote repository. Yeah. So again, this one. Of course, comment messages must be meaningful. So in this case, I can see the button push, but I don't have any remote repository. So in fact, I have nothing to push to. Of course, yeah. So now I see the question from Ekaterina. Can I resend the file in this presentation later? Yeah, I will send it. I will send it. To be honest, I can send it using. I will convert it to PDF and then send it. I hope this will be fine. I hope I will remember it after the session. If I forget, please notify me. Yeah. But I will try to remember. Okay, so now I committed the changes, and after that I can pull the changes. I can fetch the changes from the remote repository. Again, the same way. Firstly, I need to add this remote repository, and in this case, I configure it as fetch for remote origin. I already have this repository here. Yeah, if you have different one, just paste URL here, use the same user, then press finish, and we can press save and fetch. Save and fetch, and what actually at the moment you can see that there's nothing changed here. That should be, but what we have here, we have branches, and we can see that we have two branches here, two types of branches. First one is local branch. It means that this is the branch from our local Git repository, which is synchronized with this one. And at the moment we fetched the changes, and a new remote branch appears here. So this is the branch from the Bitbucket here. And if we use this option theme, we go to theme, we go to merge, we can select this remote tracking, we select merge, and we can see that the commits are here, but for some reasons the file did not appear here. Let's check. So if I can see the files which come from a remote repository, they are here. I have two commits. Press on. So, just a moment. Okay. Okay, maybe some files were not fetched. Okay, I will check it a little bit later today. For now, but this should be done in this way, that we fetch the changes from a remote repository, and then the changes come to our workspace. As I promised, I will also show in IntelliJ how to do it. In IntelliJ, you don't need to install any tool like GIT. In IntelliJ, there is a built-in tool. So let me open IntelliJ. It is already built in, and in theory it's much more simple to use it there. You can also get it from version control. Just maybe let's create a new project. New project. New project. Now I have this project, and on the top you can see there's such option VCS, and from here you can you can press on enable version control integration. This will allow you to work with Git. So press on OK. So this is fine. Yeah, and now what can you do? You can I still have this. Okay. Yeah. So for now, if you go to File, go to Settings, you have this section of version controls here, and you can go to Git, and from here you will see the main settings. Yeah, you'll need to have executable Git, but this should be automatically in IntelliJ. Yeah, there are two options here. If you this is not enabled for me. This previously that worked. You can use get from version control. Actually, an hour ago that was installed. I'm not sure if I got any errors here, but okay, it says that Git is not installed. Let me install it then. Yeah, in case you don't have Git installed for some reasons, at least an hour ago, or not before the session, I checked. This worked fine for me. I'm not sure why it suddenly says that Git is not installed, but let's install it. Okay, for some reasons it asks me to install Git on my computer. Okay, but normally when Git is installed, that should be fine. So let's wait until it is installed. So let's wait until it is installed. In your case, it may also be missed. So in this case, I have Git installed on the similar tool like IntelliJ. It's my project, which is not in Java, but this is built on the IDE is PHP Storm, which is quite similar to Java, to IntelliJ. And let me show how it looks here. So this is not Java, but the idea is the same. So now I have my project connected to Git repository. By default, actually, how did I do it? When I create new project from here, it automatically asked me to suggested to connect to remote repository. So I did it. I just did all the steps required there, and now I have this repository connected to Git. What I can do from here, I have section Git, and I can commit the whole directory. I can add it, so I can stage it. Then if I commit, I should do it right now, why not? So I commit all the changes from my directory. I put some commit message, so I usually use the date, push the changes, and here again I have two options, commit or commit and push. We can use commit and push. Yeah, don't worry that this is not IntelliJ, but this also comes from JetBrains, and the concept is absolutely the same. Some files may contain problems, but that's not the problem for us. In our case, in this case, I know that everything is fine, and I just push all the changes to my repository. So there are all these main things here. Alright, this is about PHP Storm. In IntelliJ that should be absolutely the same. The tools are, and now I have option push, and I will push all the changes. So it shows that the files are committed. And yeah, it is pushing. It a little bit may take some time. A little bit. This is HTML plus PHP if you're interested. This is not Java, but the concept of this IDE is absolutely the same as IntelliJ. And yeah, now finally the Git is also installed in IntelliJ, and yeah, I can clone from the repository. Also, I can go to I can enable. I think it finally should normally work. Yeah, I see the version control, and I finally see Git on the website. So yeah, from here, same way I can commit add as you just seen it. And if you select the version control systems, you select Git. Here you have remotes. Yeah, as you remember in Eclipse we also have remotes. This section, remotes here and remotes here. You can also add, maybe in my case, we can connect to this repository. We will not push or pull anything from here. And yeah, also one more thing, if you miss the link here, as you can see right now, you can go to share repository. Repository one. Yeah, I also need to explain a bit about what you also can do in Bitbucket. A little bit. Just sorry, it's not here. Go to source. Pressed on the wrong button. I'm sorry. Take on. Actually, I have it here, but it should also be the button source. And I've seen the button. Okay, but for now, I hope that should not be the problem for you to find the URL. And I'll also check it a little bit after just in 5-10 minutes after the break, and we'll have the break. But meanwhile, you will start doing your practical task. And what else you can do here? Yeah, just before we finish. Yes, Anastasia. Again, as I said, I will send the instructions step by step. Don't worry. Yeah, as I said, I have the instruction with main steps to do. Again, in remote repository, just I forgot to mention you, but if you go to the settings, you have user and group access. From here, you can add the different users to the repository. You can, again, they have different permissions. Just if you type the email of other person, then you can type, you can select read write admin, and then this user will have the access to this repository. And as I said at the beginning of the lesson, for your home tasks, please create. You may use the existing repository on your Eclipse and workspace work repository, or you can create a new one. And once you create it, please also create the remote repository and assign me the reading access to this repository, so I can see, I can access these home tasks. Okay. So once you create your repository, then go to the settings of this repository settings, and add my email. This one. Add my email to this, to your to the users. You don't need to give me admin access, just reading access. I will be able to read the files. Okay. For now, as I promised, I'm sharing the guidelines for you. Right now we have 1 hour left in our session. I will be available here, and also we had 2 issues during the session. I will figure them out, and I will show the solution for them. At the moment I'm sharing the practical assignment with you. It's not mandatory that you finish it today. Yeah? You can also finish it before our next session. So just 1 moment. This one. Let me check if this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. So I'm sharing the file with you. Yeah. So here you can see practical assignments. Also, there are 2 links here. So we can open the one file. So here there are 3 links. The first one is with the basic description about Git, what Git is. And then we will have the Git cheating sheet for Git mostly there should be the commands for Git. We haven't touched the console yet. Here, yeah, you mostly have the commands. We haven't touched the console yet, but we'll do it a little bit later as well if we have time. So at the moment, if we find to work with a Git plugin or an IntelliJ with IntelliJ plugin, built-in plugin, that should also be fine. For now, we have the first assignment is to just install Git on your computer and also register into Yeah, as I said, we'll use Bitbucket. Also, GitHub is also a very nice place. I also use it in GitHub. In GitHub, you may find that this is maybe the most popular remote hosting, and that's true. Like for my local project, I can find there are lots of different sources available in GitHub. I have one project I'm working based on Armas. This has the different files available in the remote repository, so I can easily find them and get them from this GitHub. Yeah. Also, if you search for some solutions in Java or in any kind of different programming language, then you will find that lots of things are shared in GitHub. So you can download the code here. You can download it as a zip file. You can clone it to your local repository if you want. Also very nice web hosting tool to use. So this is it. And for now, yeah, as I said, please start working on this practical. And I also see the question from Lima. And yeah, the question from Lima was that Lima has this issue, and I think I had the same. This means that yeah, I think you need to connect, not connect, but to check the password. Actually, you say that Bitbucket did not ask to create the password, but I think the password will be the same as just a moment. Let me go to Bitbucket. Open Bitbucket. So if I log out, just a moment. So if you type your email here, press continue, just to ensure that my password is not shown. And here you have, just a moment. And when you try to log in into the Bitbucket, you enter your email and try to enter the password from here. Try to log on with the same password as you have in your email. And try to use this one and check if it is the right password. And yeah, I will also share the link in YouTube. Yeah. And please try. Yeah, again, for those who already started doing it, no rush, no hurry. This is not mandatory to finish it until the end of our today's session. So in case you don't manage to finish it today, then you're welcome to do it until next session. Yes, I will share the link. Show the link. Okay, for now I will take 5 minutes break. Now we can start doing, and after the break, as I promised, we'll solve 2 issues we have today. So I'll be in 5 minutes back. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, one small comment. So in case, a small hint, if you accidentally or non-accidentally closed this initial screen with the Git repository you had here, you can press on clone, and from here you will see this URL, which you can use, copy and use and after then access to this remote repository. For now, I will check why did I have the issue when I merged the changes, so I can investigate it a little bit and I will show the solutions here. Yeah, the question from Weimar, what was with the setup in Windows preferences? In Window preferences, let me show you. There's one setup to set up a user for Git. Yeah. So Git can understand which user is editing the changes. So you need to go to team. Under team you have Git. And here you have configuration. And under user settings, please add user, the email and the name. I can highlight it and show and share with you in Discord. Yeah, one still has the issues with the signing into Bitbucket from Eclipse. Have you entered the username? Which is this one, as I said, yes. Not from here, but from here. So do you use this username? Is it correct? Just provided here. Yeah, actually about the issue I had here, I'm a little bit mixed up with the Git repository. So actually I have this. Actually I accidentally created Are you able to hear me? I hope. Yeah, accidentally I created two local repositories. That's why it just a little bit mixed them. As you can see, I have. So this is how my remote repository looks like at the moment. Yeah, I just I accidentally set up local repository in the wrong place, and that's why I had this mix here. So this is not the issue. It's not a huge issue. I can that's not mine, sorry. This one. This one. So now I accidentally pushed two repositories here, and the first one comes from different local repository. Yeah. So be careful here. Because of the setup, I will now reinitialize it. So be careful setting up the place where the local repository is located in Bitbucket. I think the password should be the same as the one as the one in Google you have. Just check it when you log out from the repository from Bitbucket. You can log in and you can use the email which you have in Google, or the email with which you registered in Bitbucket, and after you enter this email, Bitbucket will ask you for the password, and then try to enter the password which you have on your email account. So at the moment, please ask the questions if you have. This one's just this issue happens just because I accidentally put the remote repository not in correct place. I will solve it a little bit. Now, please inform me how it goes with your passwords. Okay, 1 moment. No, in Bitbucket you need to log in with your email address. But when you go to your settings, have personal settings, and you have the username here. You can enter username here, and this is the username you will use you can use in Eclipse or in IntelliJ. And here you can also select app passwords and try to create the password from here. Just a moment. Yeah, I think you can try to create app password from here. Yeah. Try to create the password, because I did it a little bit long time ago, and for now I don't want to change the password because I already used this repository in in many different places. That's why I don't want to create new password to not crush my Bitbucket, my remote repositories I use currently. Example here, previously shown. This one, this is already set up, and I don't. So I don't want to mix with mine. This is my current project. For now. I don't think. I don't need it here. Okay, let me try. Yeah, and one more thing I had, that was also the strange thing here, because I have different name here, and that's why when I pushed the changes, when I committed the changes, it has different folder. That's why, just notice that the names are different, and the problem for my Git repository was that the names are different. So it means if I pull the changes, so this is how maybe this is already a little bit corrupted Git repository, but initially I had only this this folder here, test git, and I wanted to merge the changes in my current project git pull. But the problem is that that's not actually a problem. The idea is that this folder is the folder of the repository, and if I push the changes, it actually tries to merge the changes, and if we have different folders, it will actually pull this different folder, and the changes won't be merged. That's why the file names must be the same. So what can I do now is I will delete this folder. That's my mistake. The project names must be the same. Otherwise the files will be corrupted. Yeah, local Git repository. Okay, for now let's just delete this. Yeah, this this was corrupted because I have noticed that these projects have different names, so I will show it again. Just okay, for now maybe let me show all these steps again. So for now I won't let the same mistake. Maybe a moment, let me think. I think so. Yeah, I have this folder, and so let me just okay, I think I can create a new okay, maybe let me just create new project. This one is not okay, maybe I'll just do it again. So I will delete this repository because I will have a new one. I have 15 minutes. I think that's enough time to show it again. So for now I will just if you want to delete the repository, go to repository settings and manage repository, and here you have delete repository, this option. Now you can delete it, and from here again let's create a new one. Story name I will use the same as I used before, test it. Project will be Java project. So then again I create new Java project. And now I will create the local repository. You need to go to team, and from here press on share pass, share project, and here you type create, and here you can select the place where you want to place this remote. First, you can select this folder. Just let me think. Let's no, let's create new folder under another folder, and this one. Yes, I think that should be fine. Or sorry for this confusing. No, maybe let's not create a new one. Just yeah, still doesn't work with the password. Did you set the permission of this password? Yes, I think the permissions must be asked there. because normally the permission must be asked. So from here, let's create a new. Yeah, the password, I think somewhere there should be the permission to be provided. Because again, as you see, these passwords may be used for read writing access, and they may be different. They may be different in some cases. So commit changes. Okay, if you won't manage to okay, maybe for now let me create a new account in Git. Try, or maybe I will do it after the lesson, and I will share it too. Because I think when you basically what I'm talking about, when you generate the password, I think that there should be the option to select if the authority for this password is to read, reading access or writing access. It depends. Maybe I can also create it from here. You can see you have the permission, and for the permission, I think you can everywhere you can use write. This is what I was talking about. So you can see there are permissions here. Yeah, and just select everywhere all the permissions and password. And this may be your password here. Yeah, I will revoke this password just because I won't use it. This repository right here. So push, yeah, I should have because I already committed all the changes, so now I should not have the issues with pushing changes. Moment I should see the changes pushed here. Okay, see simultaneous typing. Let's see. Yeah, about the poll, this, as I said, this may be a little bit tricky. Maybe, yeah, the small suggestion how you can make it easier. It's for some reason it's not recommended, but I will. Yeah, maybe we have 5 minutes. Just what you can do, and this will be the easiest way. I did before, as you can see now. I just try to use a little bit different approach. So for now, I can only show you the approach I used before, and that worked every time, and that worked fine. Okay, the last thing for today, I will show you. Again, I will delete this repository for now. Sorry. I will delete this repository. Quickly create new one. Create new one. And yeah, maybe this is the approach which I recommend to use. So yeah, in this case here we create a new repository name as usual. Yeah, again I will use the same name to not maybe this git pilot version. Create this repository. It will ask me. Yeah, it asks me the project. The idea is, yeah, if we create it from here, the idea is that we place Git repository in the same place where the working repository is located, and this will be much more easier to proceed. I will show you now. This is I usually work on. Yeah, here let's again press share project, and the point here is that you should you can create the repository in the same place where your this one. Sorry. Same place where it's not empty. It's fine, and let's see how it looks now. Just a moment. Yeah. So now I like it more. Yeah. So now I have this repository, and it is in the same folder. It is in the same folder where your local file is located, and this will be easier to. Will be much more easier to to work here. Now if I create file, I stage the changes. Push. Yeah, I want push. Oh, actually, yeah. If you type push, then you will. If you don't have the remote repository, this will automatically provide you the option to add remote repository. And this is, now let's push and we will finish the session. Yeah, the idea is if you create Git repository in the same file, in the same folder when your workspace is located. Yeah, for some reasons it said that this is the error if I add it in the same repository, but this should normally work fine. Yeah. So the idea is that your Git repository will be located in the same place where your local workspace is placed in. So yeah, if you initialize the repository in the same place, then in this case that should normally be fine. You can try it yourself with the pooling. Create a new project, then create the local Git repository in the same folder, and pull the changes from the remote repository. That should be fine. Yeah, because I had some confusions because my Git repositories were created in the wrong way. For some reasons, it did not allow me. It said that this is the error if I add it in the same repository, but that should normally work fine. Okay, for now we can